2 weeks. 2 weeks since I finally won on Sorare, and I've had a dark realization. I've got a feeling that my win was lucky, because in the last game week I've won absolutely nothing, not one card. I don't know what to do. Well, I've got one idea, but I can't after everything that's gone on. But the more I think about it, I've got no option. I've got to phone him.
Oh, hey, hello, hi, it's me, Royal.
Hey mate. Yeah, long time no speak, isn't it? Just wondering, are you busy at the minute?
No, I'm not busy, I'm just, sat in the bathtub. What can I do for you?
Okay, good. Now, I can't explain why, but would you be able to help me this game week? I need you to pick all of my teams and try and win as much as you can.
I'll help you, but it will come at a price.
Oh, are you joking me? What? Terms and conditions? Let's hear them.
Well, first of all, any card that you win, you'll have to give away on your Twitter. And for every card that you'll win, you'll have to down a pint. On camera. Ooh, spooky. If I happen to get you a podium spot as well, then you have to do a 5-minute apology video directed to me about how awesome I am, which everybody knows is true. And finally, if I secure you a win, you have to fly to Bristol and suck my dick. Shake my hand. Shake my hand. No. You have to fly to Bristol and shake my hand.
No way, no. Whatever, I accept your stupid terms, because at the end of the day, there's no chance I go to Bristol. There's no chance I do an apology video. In fact, there's probably no chance that I give anything away. So, yeah.
All right, if you agree to those terms, then yeah, I'll help you, Alex, because, historically, I've been really good at Sorare. I'll see you Thursday, dude.
Welcome to the biggest crossover you never knew you needed. Royal Livy, ex SimplyAlex. Livy, are you ready to build some of the best teams you have ever built in your life?
I'm excited. I'm a bit nervous. I want to do well for you and the channel, and I'm not used to looking at someone else's account like this. Like, I checked your account out earlier and saw you had a super rare Lacazette. I thought that's pretty impressive. Didn't know what to do with that. Like, yeah, it's fucking.
I will actually going to put this to a quick aside to explain how I've made my biggest transfer ever with Pavel Trader for that Lacazette. So I've given the big man about £300, and this is how. And I'll be completely honest and open and say I still don't know if this was a good trade or not. So let me know what you think, but I'll explain my thinking very quickly before we get back to Roy Livy. You know, a very fantastic scorer, especially for a forward. A 61 average is great. Recently, though, he has dipped. Now, why is that? Start of the season, away to Nice, tough fixture, away to Strasbourg, a tough fixture, and then a red card against Montpellier. Something to note, in the new season, loss, draw when he was suspended. So we are in a time where he may be slipping in form. Lyon are 100% slipping in form. But that has had an effect on his price. So in rare, you can see that 3 months ago, peaking at a price of 473, now at 300, even lower buy nows at, 250, 260-ish. And we've seen the same trend in the super rares. So peaked £2,000 2 months ago, now £1,000, bought by, of course, Pavel Trader. So my thinking here is that obviously I need better super rares that aren't just from RB Leipzig to open up Champion Europe Rare Pro. Not that I think Champion Europe Rare Pro is anything special, but I want to specialize in Champion Europe. It's what I have the most fun in. It's the leagues I know the most about. So I need to play as many teams as possible. So 2 is better than 1. But realistically, that strategy of Champion Europe Rare Pro and buying better super rares, I wasn't looking to do that anytime soon. I was looking to sort out my rare strategy first. And I got scared by a bit of news which provoked this whole gallery revamp. So here's the trade then. I sent about £1,600 worth of cards. Of that, £140 was made of cash. And I'm getting Alexander Lacazette that just sold for £1,171. So on average, I'm sending about 138%. 138%, so a 38% premium, where even Pavel himself offers 129% is what he needs to get a deal done. So 2 reasons why it's a little bit over. 1, I just wanted the deal done. 2, he values super rares a little bit differently. So whatever on the pricing. But let's look at the players, right? Patrick Bamford, £71, just being replaced by Pereiro of Leeds, formerly from Swansea. Bamford's injured, he's not getting his spot back, he's not a £70 player. Joshua Kimmich, someone I was actually sad to lose, obviously a top scorer, just lost penalties to Harry Kane, isn't putting up the same scores he used to put up in terms of like massively, the best player on the game scores, but still great scores. But also, I've just had a year of utility, there's new supply coming out which will dampen his price, and my XP boost will not be as strong as soon as it happens. Edouard, solid enough player, but he's not going to hit those big scores where I can play in Champion Europe, especially not Champion Europe Pro. Gini Wijnaldum, a £200 average. He's sitting on PSG's bench. He could sit there the whole season. If I could sell him for £200, I would have done it immediately, but you can't. Ivan Illich, average £94, floor £77. A lot of these cards are creeping down in value, even if they're standard scorers. Fernandez is just fodder. And Rui Patricio is the one I'm so scared of. He has started so badly for Roma. Obviously, I watch almost every Roma game. Fans are on his back. Teams on his back. The only person not on his back is Jose Mourinho. And I only found that out, the news article, I should say, only came out after I had done this trade. It said he's not in danger of losing his spot, but the transfer window is still open and was still open at the time, and he's not been to the standard Roma require, especially with the quality they're bringing in. They were linked with Lloris, they were linked with De Gea. There's too much risk on Rui Patricio for me right now. I just wanted him out of the club because if he sat on the bench at his age, he's not making a good move. And that £400 price range could have been, shot down immediately. And I think you're seeing that in the market. Already he's down at £390. Hugo Duro, overpriced for some, decent fixtures at the start of the season. He's now getting a starting spot. Very similar to Edouard. Can't play him in any good teams. And Kevin Volland is just not I think I was getting him at like a £360 average. He's just not up there at all. He's 3rd or 2nd choice for Union Berlin. I just can't have any of that. So on one side, you see the fact that I've paid, 30+% for a super rare that is out of form and suspended for the next 2 games. But on the other side, I've been smart with it, where I've picked up cards and I've discarded them that I just, are overvalued or aren't going to have any utility or just don't fit my teams in terms of the quality I need. So let me know what you think, but that is the biggest trade I've ever done. I've sent about £300 to Pavel. Overall, it enables a strategy by clearing out the gallery. I've saved myself time, I've saved myself cost, but have I spent too much? All right, mate. So you're going to build the lineups. Where are you going to prioritize this week? Obviously, I play across super rares, rares, and limiteds. I have more depth in limited than rare, but a couple big super rares like Lacazette, like you've just seen. So where are you putting the big team this week?
Yeah, I checked your account out, so we had a few good super rares. So I did think about doing an all-star rare pro team, but Lacazette suspended, so I thought I'm going to go strong in rare. I've gone for cap 270 here. So starting in goal, I've gone for Adrian of Liverpool. So he's actually not conceded this season. I checked, and he's actually not conceded in 397 days. So clearly he's a good goalie. Does all the right things, but I won't take the piss too much. So yeah, I won't do too much. If we want to,
thank God.
I want to get you the wins here. I want that handshake in Bristol. So I'll try and get you the win. I've actually gone for Unai Simon in goal. He's pretty much the only option you had in your account. So yep, see what you can do in between the sticks. I've then in defence gone for the captain, Jose Gaia. He's away at Alaves, and I always say myself, I'm never too sure about captaining a player away from home, but I've got him in limited form. I think he's a really good player, so I think he's going to do the job. In midfield, don't know much about him, but apparently he's playing, so I've gone for Remy Kabaya. Is he still at Lille? Looks like he's still at Lille. You look happy with that one, so I'll take that. He's going to smash it. All right, that's good. Up front, unfortunately, Vinicius Jr. is still injured, so really I was a bit handicapped here. Your only option was Fidel, but doesn't look terrible. Looks like he's going to start. He's got a decent last 15 score, so could hopefully do a job. And then in the extra spot, I've gone for Akraf Hakimi, another card I was looking at getting a limited, actually. So I think he's a very good player. They're against Lyon, who are like 17th in the league at the moment, I think, which they've had a pretty bad start. out of nowhere. I've recently bought a Leon stack, so definitely going to get smashed this week now that I've just bought a Leon stack. So I think he's a good one to have in the team there. So I think that's a pretty strong Cat 270 team with 2 points on the board spare there. So I'm comfortable.
I think the best part is it fits into the 270 cap like almost perfectly. So whatever happens, we're
you're
playing
not
on
wasting.
par with
You're
everyone
not
else.
wasting too much there. Yeah, you're getting the max out of it. So that's always beneficial.
In terms of the team, like I have no goalkeeper. I've panic sold Rui Patricio, as you would have seen. So down to Unai Simon, solid shot stopper, normally keeps quite a lot of clean sheets. Gaia would never captain, so it's good to have that difference of opinion. Like yourself, I always
getting an idiot like me
players
on board to really mess things up. Yeah, this is what you want.
Look, different strategies for different people. Remy's just a boss. He would probably be my captain in this team. Fidel, a great pickup in the league below. I like playing him. And Hakimi, although Leon have been awful, I feel he just bosses good teams and sucks against bad teams. So we'll see how he does. I probably wouldn't have played him in priority, but I'm not even sure if I have backup because, as you could have told, if you may have seen, I'm going for an absolute injury crisis. Dybala's injured, Pellegrini's injured, Lacazette's suspended, and like you said, Vinicius Jr., who is actually in limited, so you couldn't have picked him here anyway.
Sorry. I forget the rare. Yeah, my bad.
Where we're going next, I guess we're out of rare players because we've got no goalkeeper. So
limited?
We'll
move over to let's do limited. All-Star Limited?
Okay, so priority you're going for is long-term competition. You're trying to set me off on that.
I'm getting you off to a brilliant start of just 500 points. Let's just smash it. A couple of hundreds in here. I'm going to start with the forward here, actually, Lionel Messi. Obviously, probably arguably the best player on the game at the moment. I think, obviously, smashing the MLS is a really tough game, actually, against LA, but it's Lionel Messi in the MLS, so I think he's obviously a simple choice to put up front. And then going from the back, then I've gone for a goalkeeper defensive stack of PSG. So again, that man Hakimi with Donnarumma at the back. And then in the extra spot, actually, I've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, again, another player who just smashes out good scores for fun. And I thought I'd keep it interesting here in midfield. Now, I know nothing about the Asian leagues, but you had this bloke in your account called Wacky Zaka, who had some really good scores. So I thought, screw it, I'm going to lob him in there, and I'm going to captain the fucker.
I mean, I am not disappointed at all with Wakazaka as my captain. Like, he's just putting mega scores in recently. In terms of his fixture, I don't know much about the Asian leagues at all anyway. So he's just been bossing every game. So we hope he keeps it up. I wouldn't have captained him over Trent against Villa or Messi, who's just Messi, as you said. But
this is why you need my help, mate. You get it all wrong and I get it right. So it's
exactly. We're proving if it was luck or judgment. So, and then I love the PSG defensive stack. Jesse against Leon, obviously probably would prefer like a Skriniar, who's ever going to play in defence.
Marquinhos,
hopefully Hakimi can get an attack in return, I think. And then you've doubled up in the two biggest teams on Hakimi. So if Hakimi does well,
if Hakimi gets sent off,
halfway to Bristol.
I mean, he's got a bit of an angry streak in him, so he'll definitely be getting sent off in the first half, but we'll see.
Nice.
Cool, let's move on to Champion Europe Limited then. I've gone for Jan Sommer in goal of Inter Milan. Sort of a semi-tough fixture against Fiorentina, but I feel like Inter Milan have been the best team in Italy for the last year or so. I feel like he's just a good choice to have, and I'll be captaining him as well. Always captain a goalkeeper every now and then.
So you're captaining him?
Yeah, I've captained him, yeah. He's
straight. Like, I said to try and win as much as you can, but no.
He gets a clean sheet, a couple of saves, long passes. That's just why I'm better than you at the game. You just don't understand Sorare like I do, but that's why we got Jules Koundé at the back as well. So yeah, we've got Jan Sommer in goal captain, Jules Koundé at the back for Barcelona. Up front, then I've gone for Julian Alvarez. I assume he'll be starting against Fulham. I know Man City's a bit of, rotation nation, always a danger there, but he's been starting recently, and I'll give him the nod. And then in your extra midfield spot, I've gone for a Real Madrid combination of Tchouaméni and Camavinga. So fairly strong as well. They got Getafe at home. So assuming, again, they all start, then you're going to be quite happy with that pairing, I think.
Yeah, I actually love that team outside of the captain. Like, you are playing a bit of rotation roulette between Man City and Real Madrid, but that's what you get at the best teams. They have depth everywhere. So yeah, cheers for that. Yeah,
I think it's strong. I think when Sommer gets a 90, you're going to be thanking me personally, but we'll deal with that.
Just check his score here, and I don't think he's ever had a 90 score, but yeah, first time for everything.
First time for everything, mate. Live life on the edge and all that, and that's why in the next team, Jan Sommer is again in goal, and this is for what team is this? I want to say Cat 270 Limited.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's I ain't got the title. I got the team in front of me, not the title. But we got Jan Sommer. I'm pretty sure it's captain center. We got Jan Sommer in goal. Jeremy Frimpong at the back for Bayer Leverkusen, home to Darmstadt, probably one of the worst teams in the Bundesliga. So I think that's always going to be a super strong option. In midfield, you've then got Enzo Fernandez, again, Chelsea at home against Nottingham Forest. I mean, Forest are a bit better than some people give them credit for, but it's Chelsea at home against Forest with a £100 million plus midfielder. You've got to back him. In the forward spot, we've got Sekou Koita. No idea if I'm pronouncing that right, but he is the forward for Salzburg in the Austrian league, again at home. In fact, all of these players are at home, so that's probably another bonus. But Koita will be captaining with a 62 at last 15. Very nice there. And then the extra spot is Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, a bit of a rogue one there. Left some points on the board. There were some other options I could have gone with, but I just saw him and he stood out to me as a follower of Championship football. I was like, I want him at home against Hull as your last man. He's had a good start to the season. He's a key player for Leicester now, so I think I'd be happy with that. But
Yeah, I'm relatively happy with that. But in 270, it all comes down to who's captain, really. So who's captain?
Yeah, Sekou Koita is your captain, the home for RB Salzburg.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you two stories about, or two
Oh, no.
reasons about Koita. Firstly, he's 50% whether he'll play. It's a coin flip because he's just back from injury. So
I'm a
we'll
gambling man,
rock and
mate.
roll with that.
I'll take the chances. I'm a gambling man. We'll flip the coin. I'll take that.
I'm also a
I'll
gambling
back
man,
it.
and he has cursed my gallery for I reckon 2 years or a year. Every time I buy him, he gets injured. He sits out for 6 months, and I keep
Okay.
holding him. I then get tired of holding him, sell him, and then he comes back fit. So this would be the first time I probably ever got to use him after owning him for at least 2 years.
I'm the lucky omen then. Yeah, I'm the lucky guy to get him
Let's
performing.
let the Sorare gods decide that.
Yeah, I mean he'll almost definitely be on the bench now, but we're gonna stick with it. We're gonna run with it. We'll see what he can do. Even if he comes off the bench, RB Salzburg, there's always a chance in half an hour he can get a goal and assist. You never know. So we'll give him a chance, and then I think we'll go to our final team that I've picked for you. We've got Cap 240 Limited here, so everybody loves $5 worth of threshold each week. It's what we live for. I dream about winning $5 thresholds, so I'll be trying to do the same for you here. In goal, I've gone for Benjamin Leroy. I don't even know who he plays for. French second division.
As an owner,
First division?
I don't even know either, to be honest. He just moved clubs, so
Yeah, I just
not for me.
I just seen he's a starting keeper with a 38 last 15, so I thought keep the numbers down. And there's a specific reason I've gone low early doors is because in midfield I've gone for Sebastian Szymanski. No idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but he's got a 65 last 15. Yeah, he's smashing it. Like he's obviously an amazing card. You got one of the special editions of him actually, which is pretty cool. But
Only player to ever win in both lineups I've ever won on Sorare.
oh
So,
really? Oh, the
fun
number
fact.
one. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like he knows what he's doing. He looks like he's good at football. So we've gone for him, and that's why I've gone low early doors with Leroy. And then in the fence in between both of them, I've got Enrique Clement. Never heard of him. So
Thanks for putting him in. So I've got Bayern players, Madrid players, and you've gone for Enrique Clement,
I
who
mean,
has never played for my gallery, and I picked him up for 55p.
it's
So
probably
yeah,
your
thank you.
fault for buying him. Yeah. So this is what you do. This is
Yeah.
what you get when you get me on the channel, mate. You had him in the account, so this is all on you. So we've got Enrique Clement, and you know what? Just for you, he's gonna smash it as well. He's gonna come in with a big score in his first ever game for you. You watch. And then in your forward spot and your extra spot, actually, I've gone for two forwards. So in your first forward spot, I've got Luis Diaz, home against Aston Villa. Aston Villa are a bit of a tricky team, and obviously Emery's doing a great job there. But home at Anfield, Luis Diaz, if he starts, should hopefully be able to do some stuff, especially in Cap 240. I think is a good place to put him with his low last 15 of 43. Good utility there. And then the extra spot is Oliver Antman, which I just like the name really. So he's supposed to start. They're against a dodgy team in the league, and he had a cool name. So that's what you get when you get me picking your teams, mate. Clement and Antman. So enjoy.
For the people at home, go give Ant-Man a little scout. It looks like he's just got his first team spot. He's like under 23 forward for not that much, and I don't think he has any new mints. Like, I am really happy with that. It's just Clement, who again, highest score ever was 79 in the last. Well, 79 out of all time is his highest score ever. Fine, but at the same time, that happened 2 game weeks ago. So maybe he's coming into form.
He's on
who
form,
knows?
mate. He's on fire. The form of his life, apparently. So I think I've picked a
Yeah.
good time. You know what? If you want a wild card, you can try and pull him out and replace him with someone. But
No,
I think
I
you're going
trust
against
you
the grain there. Yeah,
wholeheartedly.
you gotta
Yeah.
trust the main man here. I think.
And
But
I just want to make sure if you've ever heard of the team he plays for in Racing Pharrell.
oh yeah, big fan. I've been to childhood fan of theirs. Been to lots of their games. Got all the shirts and everything. Yeah, I love them.
Okay.
No
Well, we
idea
have to
what
go to a
country
game
they're-
together.
Yeah, we're now diehard fans. Yeah, diehard racing. I've already forgotten the name of the team. That's how
Yeah.
little I knew about them. But yeah, so
Well, look, that seems like it will make my weekend, to be honest, depressing. But
interesting.
look, it was
Interesting. I'd
depressing
go with.
last weekend, and we survived and we came back. First ever guest on my Sorare journey. So if you do want more guests or more Royal Livy, drop a like. And by the way, there is a chance to win that Vinicius Junior card worth about probably 150 quid at the moment. Just comment below, subscribe to the channel and like the video. So yeah, thanks for joining. Anything else to say, Royal Livy?
No, not much to say, mate. Just what airline do you think you're gonna buy the ticket on? Like EasyJet, Ryanair? Like how are you gonna get to Bristol when obviously one of those teams comes top?
You know what?
'Cause
If it comes
you could
in, I
travel by
think I could
boat
swim
or
there. I think I'll swim. It's that likely.
swim there, yeah.
So yeah, I'll
Swim
see
across
you
the
on.
channel. All right, you've heard it here first. He's gonna swim across the channel and shake my hand in Bristol when one of his teams comes in top. So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, I hope this gave someone some enjoyment because it didn't give me any. So
I loved it.
yeah,
I loved it.
all the best. Cheers. I love you. Bye.
Later.